Welcome to Code Effectively. The topic for today is we will be studying about the Boolean operator, that is and, or, nor. These are the important and basic Boolean operators for the Boolean algebra and an important topic for ICSE class 11th and 12th because this entire topic carries about 20 marks in your board exam. So you must know this topic. So let's start. First we will see what are Boolean operators. Basically, we have three Boolean operators that are and, or, and nor. Here, or is not an English word, it is an operator. What basically an operator will do, like for example, we have an expression A and B and we are asked to find the both, like we have to find A and B. So what A and B means? A dot B. It means we will find out all the possible combinations of A. So A can have, when A and B are together combined, they can have the values 0. A can have 0, 0, 1, 1. Whereas B can have 0, 1, 0, 1. No other permutation you can form now. Okay, so basically how we can calculate the 0, 1, how many times A will have 0 or how many times B will have 0 is exactly with the formula 2 raised to the power n. Okay, and here n is the number of operands we are using. Here we are using two operands A and B, so we will take 2 to the power 2. So 2 to the power gives us 4. So we have 4 combinations we can have here. So that's why I am using 0, 0, 1, 1. And here for B, I am using 1, 0, 0, 1. You can have any. Okay, so these are the only four ways of A and B. Okay, had it been A, B and C, so you have to take 2 to the power 3. So it had been 8. So we have to apply 8 combination and adding C here too. Why you must ask me that, ma'am, why I am using 0 and 1 only and not any other digit like 2, 3 and other more digits. So let me tell you, we are using the binary concept since we know that a computer is a machine that understands only 0 and 1. So that's why we are taking the input 0 and 1 only. Okay. So now let me explain you what is an AND operator. Okay. So let's start first with the AND operator. It is a very easy operator. You will like the functionality. Sometimes some people say it as conjunction operator. Some people say it as logical operator. So it's up to you. Logical multiplication also some people say. So it's up to you whatever name you want to take. But normally people use AND only. Some say conjunction, some say logical multiplication. So you must know all the names. In the exams it could be asked with any name. Okay. So AND will produce output only when it will produce 1 only when, let me write out here, only when both the inputs are 1. Only when both the inputs are 1, else it will produce 0. Okay, so this is an important statement. You must know it will produce output 1 only when both the inputs are 1. Okay, so let me give you an example. The truth table we can make is truth table. Truth table you can say is a truth table. It's a logical table with all the combination of possibles we can have. A digit, a operator or expression can have. So I told you A and B. So A and B are the two operators, so 2 raised to the power 2 gives you 4. So we have to make 4 combinations that are 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. See, I have already have an experience of teaching and learning these, so I can easily give 0, 0, 1, 1. But when you will also have a good learning grasp on these truth tables, you will be also easily able to make these 0, 0, 1, 1 and 0, 1, 0, 1. So now what I have to perform? I have to perform A dot B. Okay, so to represent, you can say to represent an AND operator, we use dot symbol. So I will write here A dot B. A dot B is equals to, so what I said is output is produced 1 when both the inputs are 1. So let me check. A is 0, B is 0. So when both the inputs are 0, what will be the output? It's pretty obvious the output will be now what? It will be 0 only, because I have already written when both the inputs will be 1, then only 1 will be produced. So both the inputs are 0, it will be 0. So 0. Again, now for this one, 0, 1. I have written both the inputs have to be 1. But we have only one input 1 and the other one is 0. So it will be again 0. Again 1 and 0, both the inputs are not 1. So it's again 0. But in the last case, you can see it's 1 1, and what I say, output 1 is produced when both the inputs are 1. Here both the inputs are 1, so we will get an output 1. So this is a basic table you must know for the AND operation. Okay, and sometimes people ask, okay, help me with the Venn diagram. So you can know easily in the Venn diagram also, you have studied sets in your classes in mathematics. So you can say, let's say this is A and this is B. Okay, this is A and this is B, and this is your universal set. So if I am asked to draw A dot B, so A dot B will be what? It will be the common part, or you can say it will be the intersection part. This is your A dot B. So here you can highlight that my A dot B is the intersection part. It is the common part, A dot B. This is your A dot B. So you can see when 1 and 1 both are having 1 and 1. So they are having both. The common thing between A and B is 1. Now both are having 1. So then only we can have 1. 1 and 0. No, nothing is common between them. That's why we are writing 0 out here. When both are same, so it means they are common. So then only we can write 1. So this is the entire logical representation of your AND gate. Okay, but this is just a theoretical way. So now you have to go for the written purpose also, because you must know it's working in the computer also, because these gates are the circuits that will have the input and the output signal. Okay, and the input signal generally denotes its input signals are what? These are the input signals, and the low means 0 and the high signal means 1 in computer also. If the output is coming 1, it means the signal is high. If the output is coming 0, it means the signal is low. In computer also, when you will study computer architecture, then you can understand thoroughly what this low and high means. But for as of now, you can just means that it is low and high. Okay, so now how to write a gate, or how we can have these gates are, it's very pretty. For an AND gate, you can just write your gate. This is the logical representation diagram of AND. It's a D, and here you can have two inputs, that is your A and B, and here you can show A dot B. But please remember, you should mention this with the arrows. So in the previous, you can see I was using A dot B. So here A and B are my inputs, as I told you. So I am giving my input here. This is my AND gate. You can just mention as of now, this is your AND gate and this is your A dot B. This is what? A dot B. This is your AND operation being performed, and you will get your outputs here. Okay, you can say, ma'am, what about when we are having 3 inputs? For 3 inputs ABC, we can draw 3 lines, this, and there just simply your AND gate, and that's your output. But please mention the arrows and the inputs A, B, C, and here you can write A dot B dot C. This means you are using your AND gate. Okay, and in sometimes you can be also asked to draw the switch circuit of AND. How to draw the switch circuit? It's very easy. You have studied physics. In physics, you know, because this is a series circuit, you can just write down here, let this be your battery. Okay, and let me make a bulb out here. This is your bulb. Okay, it's a pretty simple, A and B. Okay, and this is plus and this is minus. So you know it can be written as A dot B, or you can write A and inverted B dot B. This is a new thing for you. You must know this also, that inverted V also stands for AND operator. It also stands for AND operator. AND operator can be represented by 2 symbols. It could be dot, or it could be this inverted B. Remember, inverted B. Okay, inverted V. So this is A dot B only. It stands A and B. It also means A and B. So now you know, in your physics you must have studied, when the circuit is in series, then both the connections have to be closed in order so that the bulb may light. So let's say 0, 1, when the input is 0, 1. And let me write all the inputs here. Okay, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. These are the inputs that I was using previously also, you can see. So when it will be A dot 1, A dot B, so it will be 0 dot 0. So it means the circuit is open. As I told you before, it means 0 means low. Low signal, or you can say that the circuit is open. Circuit is open. Okay, here the circuit is open. At 1, it means high input. Okay, it means high signal, and the circuit is closed. So you can see in series, the circuit have to be closed. But 0, 0 means circuit is open. That means the bulb won't light up. So it means 0. So 0 means circuit is open. But when it will 0, 1, it means A is open and B is closed. I have closed B. So this is my B has been closed. But still you can see as the current will flow, since this A is open circuit, the bulb again won't light up. So it means again the circuit is open. For 1 and 0, it means that B is open and A is closed. When A is closed and B is open, again the current won't flow and the circuit won't complete. So still the bulb won't light up. So again the circuit is open and we will write here 0. When it will be 1, 1, it means A is also closed, B is also closed. So when A and B both will be closed, like here, A is closed and B is closed, and this is your entire circuit being completed. So here your bulb would light up, and as soon as the bulb will light up, it means the circuit is completed and closed. So we will give 1 out here. So this is the entire representation of AND gate in the form of your definition, in the form of your truth table, in the form of the Venn diagram, and in the form of a circuit also. So these are the entire possible ways of representing your AND gate, as well as I have told you how to draw the AND gate in a logical representative way also. Okay, this is your AND gate. So you can have 3 types of the logic. You can use your AND gate, you can use your truth table, you can use the switch symbol, and you can use your Venn diagram. Hope you like this video. If you like this video, kindly go and subscribe to the channel, and please also follow me on the Instagram ID code_effectively. Thank you for watching.